So for today's video blog, I'm going to speak about tokenizing energy assets on the Ethereum blockchain. So let's think about what I've just said. The Ethereum blockchain. Why are you choosing the Ethereum blockchain? Well, first of all, the Ethereum blockchain is the blockchain of choice that's getting used by the big operators. So when I talk about the oil and gas blockchain consortium in Houston, I talk about VAKT based out of the North Sea, and all the huge operators, basically all the biggest operators in the world are involved in both of these projects, or one of the projects. Everything they're utilizing is on the Ethereum blockchain. So if we're developing something as a startup oil and energy company, we need to choose the blockchain that the big operators are using. So that's why we're choosing that blockchain. So what's happening next? Well, we're about to tokenize a commodity, an oil commodity on a small scale, and put that on the Ethereum blockchain. So what's actually going to happen if we do this? Well, if we're successful in showing this process working, that in itself is going to have huge ripples across the entire industry. Because ultimately, if you look at wells right now and projects, the operators split these projects down by certain percentages in terms of the royalties they get and the work they're doing leading as the lead operator, second operator, third operator, and they all own certain percentages of it. So by tokenization, it simplifies this. But if you think about the US oil and gas industry right now, there's thousands of people out there who actually use, whether it's tax breaks or investment, they invest into oil companies and they own a percentage or a working interest in that particular well. So some wells that might be producing 50 barrels a day could have 300 people all having small working interests in that well. And every single month they get cut a check from the refining company for how much oil's been sold from that well and what percentage they want. Now what actually happens is that this person or company or investment group gets cut check, until the well runs dry or they have problems whereby they no longer want to produce oil from that well. And at that moment in time, you stop getting your checks and that's it. But think about this, if we'd actually tokenize this whole process, so now we've tokenized a well, we've gone through a process where this is now tokenized and you can sell these tokens. So what we're about to do is add another level of liquidity to the entire industry. Because suddenly you're now able as an individual to not only get your monthly checks coming in from your working interest from this well, but after year 1, year 2, year 3, or for however long it goes, you're actually able to sell this working interest through tokens. And these tokens are trading on platforms like T0. That's the biggest sort of trading platform for tokens in the US right now. And a year from now, we're expecting the NASDAQ to have their own trading platform and multiple other trading platforms. They're popping up in stock exchanges everywhere. So think about that process. If Ziyen becomes the company that develops this model of tokenization, forget about us launching the all-encompassing energy currency that we're looking to launch with Ziyen Coin. If we do the very first fundamental change in this, that in itself creates ripples across the industry. That in itself sets the company up to be acquired by one of the major operators, because we've now developed a technology or a process that now they all want to do. Now my goal is to not only tokenize these first assets, showing the commodity going there, but I want to actually stand on a stage in 3 months from now and actually show everyone how the process is working. Now if I do that, Ziyen Inc. suddenly moves into being market leader. Now that gives me 4 choices. 1, all our token prices is going to go up the way. So if you own tokens in our company, and we develop a change to the industry, things are about to go good. 2, the company is now getting set up to be acquired by one of the majors, maybe even a big service company, wanting to take our process forward because we are now leader of the pack. Or 3, I could just be a renegade like all these Bitcoin guys and just put the information out on the public blockchain, completely throw a spanner in the works. And because we're the market leader, we'll have every single company in the world coming to see how we're doing it and taking the knowledge forward. So coming back to my original statement, if Ziyen Inc. tokenizes oil or energy assets on the Ethereum blockchain, we tokenize a commodity for a particular lease in a particular well, and then we show proof of concept. That in itself will make a huge difference, not only to the industry, but to the company itself and what's about to happen. And if you think about that for a second, especially if you're involved in the energy sector, especially if you're involved in the blockchain space, that's amazing. Thanks very much. Have a nice day.